What's going on, guys? Bringing you a new Alumni team video today. This is actually one a bunch of you have been asking for a while now. As you can see there, it is Boston College. I've actually already made Boston University as well, so if we get, say, 500 likes on this video, I'll have out Boston University tomorrow, so let's see if we can get that done. Anyways, though, as you can see, kind of surprisingly, Boston College is actually 5 overall above Boston University there. They're in 89, Boston University 84, so we're starting out with Boston College. Definitely have a better chance to, I think, make the playoffs, maybe even do some damage in the playoffs. Like, 89 overall is not too bad. So I'll start off here, guys, showing you the logo. Unfortunately, you can't have, like, the B, C, and the eagle the actual Boston College logo has, but we do get the B right. Obviously, you got maroon there in the middle, gold trim, and then black, so I think that looks pretty sharp. Secondary marks there, you have another just full maroon B, and then a full gold B, which we use for the jerseys. So even though we don't have the eagle, I do think it looks pretty nice. So I'll also show you guys the jerseys here. Just like Wisconsin, I thought those jerseys were really nice. I also really like these ones. I think I just like how simple all the college jerseys are. It just makes them look nicer in my opinion. So right here's look at the home. Obviously, all the college jerseys, homes are white, and the away are dark. So right there you have the maroon helmet, white jersey, maroon pants, white socks, and then the maroon gloves. So pretty sharp looking, of course. You got the maroon stripe, gold stripe. Right there you look at the name and number. So again, pretty big fan of that. And right there you have the away. All maroon for that one, so pretty good looking there as well. You'll notice too, like I was mentioning, the logo on the away jersey is gold, whereas on the home jersey, it's maroon. So again, I'm pretty big fan of these jerseys. I seem to like just all the college jerseys. I'll show you guys what the goalie looks like with it. So right there, I think that looks pretty good for the goalie, and right there you can see the away. So again, pretty big fan of these jerseys, nothing too crazy. Luckily though, we're actually able to make it just like it is in real life. Obviously, with Wisconsin, we had a couple issues there, just couldn't have the exact jersey template in game. I'll also show you guys the details here. So obviously, Boston College. Team nickname, of course, is the Eagles. Abbreviation, Boss C. Basically, Boston College. Boston University will be Boss U. Arena name, all the other stuff that doesn't really matter. And for the franchise mode, guys, obviously we want to be in the Atlantic Division, see if we can do better than the Boston Bruins. So subbed out the Ottawa Senators as they are the lowest rated team in that division. And at the bottom there, you can see top players are Johnny Gaudreau, Cam Atkinson, and Alex Tuck. So Gaudreau hopefully will carry this team. He played a couple years for Boston College, was sick there. He's going to have to carry this team. Like, it's a good team, but definitely going to have to need him to come through. So some other 89 overall teams. You got Arizona, you got Edmonton. Let's see, in the Atlantic, there's actually nobody. The Rangers, the Hurricanes, Philly. So those teams basically sometimes make playoffs, sometimes don't. I could definitely see that being the same case for us. The Bruins, they're a 3 overall higher. So definitely going to be pretty tough, but I think maybe we can make it in. And now, guys, I'm going to show you what this team's looking like. As you can see there, team status is still a rebuilder, even though we are 89 overall. I have high hopes, which I usually do, but I think this team maybe can pull it off. So first line here, obviously, Johnny Gaudreau. We're relying heavily on him, playing with Kevin Hayes and Cam Atkinson. So I got a couple speedy wingers there that can score. Hopefully that works out. Second line, we have Alex Tuck, Colin White, and Chris Kreider. So another pretty solid line. Third there, you have Miles Wood, Brian Boyle, and Patrick Eves. And then fourth line, you have Jimmy Hayes, Brian Gibbons, and Zach Sanford. So honestly, pretty good forward depth there. Gaudreau here's got high elite potential in my franchise. So if he plays well, could even get higher up in the ratings. Obviously, Colin White's still young, medium top 6. Same with Alex Tuck. Most of the other guys are veterans for the most part. Defense here, you got Hannafin and Matheson on the top pair, McCoshen and Dumoulin on the second, and then Orpik and Lovejoy on the third. Obviously, Hannafin here is the number 1 D-man, 84 overall, medium elite potential. He usually grows really well during the sim, so he could get up to like 87, 88 by the end of the regular season. So if we do make the playoffs, he could like be a true number 1 for us. Obviously, I have to hope for that. The rest of the guys are like decent, but no one else here has a chance to be like a top tier defenseman. And our goalies are actually pretty decent for Alumni team. So started there is Corey Schneider, 83 overall. If we would have done this, a few months ago before the rating changes, he was like an 86, I think. But he does have starter potential there, but I think it's actually low elite. So if we play well, he could grow. I've seen that happen too. Demko, very solid backup, 79. He's got high starter. He actually usually has medium elite. I turn it down to high starter for trade value purposes, but again, if he plays well, he can also grow pretty good. So I actually really like that goalie tandem. I'll give you guys a quick look at the special teams. So the first power play unit, obviously pretty solid. The second one's not too bad. 4-man power play there, obviously just kind of the best players. Penalty kill, 3-man penalty kill. Definitely relying heavily there on Kevin Hayes. Same goes for Colin White too. I think they're both playing every power play and penalty kill. So hopefully, they don't get too tired out. Also show you guys the AHL team quick. One thing that's kind of cool actually, this year's draft, there's 4 guys supposed to go in the first round. They're committed to Boston College. You got Matthew Boldy, who you guys can see there. Right below him there, you have Alex Newhook, who I actually don't have in the game yet, and I want to add. So if you guys have any ideas for his rating potential, definitely let me know. Don't really follow the BCHL too much. Cam York as well, pretty solid defenseman, and then they actually have the top goalie prospect in this year's draft in Spencer Knight. So 4 guys there committed to Boston College. Could make this team like even better if we did it a couple years down the road. But as you can see, of course, Boldy's in the AHL there. We also have Paul Carey. I think he's a Boston College alumni. They're all mixed in with the AHL guys that didn't make the NHL team, so I might forget. Ryan Fitzgerald, I think, is another one. I know on defense there you have Santini. Also, of course, right there is Cam York in goal. Con's the starter, but I do have Spencer Knight there backing him up. 62 overall, high star potential. So we'll see if any of like the 2019 draft prospects grow much at all during the AHL season. Also show you guys the captaincies here. I'm sure you guys already know who's going to be wearing the C. Of course, best player on our team, Johnny Gaudreau. Also, we have Atkinson there wearing one of the A's. Right there, you guys can get a quick look at him back in the Boston College jersey. Same goes for Hannafin there. I've actually got him wearing number 7, which he wore back in college playing for Boston, so that was kind of cool. Also show you guys the offense, defense, and goaltending ratings here. I've actually simmed through the first few preseason games. Patrick Eves is currently our leading scorer, 6 points in 3 games, just so we can match up with the Bruins here, see what that looks like. Bruins are actually 0-3, pretty surprising. Also get a look here at Gaudreau. So 90 offense, 90 defense, 87 goaltending. Honestly, pretty balanced team. Right there, of course, you have Gaudreau on the home. Get a look at them there in the away. I feel like that's pretty sharp looking. I don't think he actually ever was the captain for Boston College, although probably should have been. So we'll get started with the sim now. Again, high hopes for this team. I don't think we'll be finishing like near the bottom or anything. I'm guessing we're probably middle of the pack, maybe squeaking into a wild card. Hope for the best. Also, guys, real quick, I actually want to sim this preseason game against the Bruins. See what happens. And there we go. We actually won it 3-1. So hopefully that's a sign of things to come. Alright, guys, we're now at the trade deadline here with a slightly below 500 record. We're 29-31-2. And honestly, I thought we were actually going to maybe make a run at the playoffs. Back in October, we started out the year, I think, 2-4. And then we actually won the next 8 games straight. As you guys can see there, starting with Montreal, ending with Tampa Bay. So we were 10-4 there at the start of November. And then after that, we were just a below 500 team. So it didn't work out too well. AHL team, though, is playing pretty good. We'll see where we are in the standings. So, okay, we're actually potentially maybe in it. We're 9 points back there, at least of the Florida wild card. 10 points back there of the Rangers. So, Florida also has 2 games in hand on us. We are doing better, though, than Buffalo and Montreal. The Bruins are actually first, though, in the division. Gaudreau playing really well, 56 and 62. So, pending some sort of miracle, like a St. Louis Blues-like run, probably not going to make it to the playoffs. And it's now the end of the season here, guys. As you can see there, finished even, 40-40-2. So it means we have 82 points, probably about 10 points short of a playoff spot, I'd guess. AHL team, though, is playing really well, so maybe they can do some damage in the playoffs. We'll see here we finished. So yeah, 6th in the division. We did beat Montreal and Buffalo. Boston did win the division, and both wildcard spots were Metro. Carolina and the Rangers, so 92. Yeah, we're exactly 10 points out of a playoff spot. Johnny Gaudreau, though, 78 points, had almost a point per game. Very, very impressive, so glad to see him doing that. Although in real life, he had 99, which is even better. Atkinson as well had 70, Hayes 51, Colin White 45, still in 82. I was wondering if maybe like got up to the 83. Did Gaudreau go up at all? No, he didn't. Okay. Tuck 43, Boyle 40 is pretty good for third line center. Kreider basically 40. Hannafin still 86 there. Wood. So, I mean, everyone looks to have been, you know, contributing a decent amount. Let's check our goalie stats here, see how they did. So, Schneider just under 500 record. .909, 2.83. Demko actually had a lot better stats. He actually was slightly above 500. One less shutout there in, like, what, a third of the games. .916, 2.57. Still a 79, though. So, maybe you should have played Demko a bit more. Maybe could have turned into a bit more wins. I'm not sure. Just gonna, you know, trust the assistant coach on that one. We'll see who led the entire league in scoring here. Ovechkin 95. I actually tied Tavares, but I'm not sure how that works. They split it because Ovechkin there did have more goals. He had 54. Looks like Gaudreau is probably top 15-ish, top 20 in scoring. So not too bad. Also, guys, I'm gonna take a look at the standings here, see where you finished. Obviously, we know we did better than at least a couple teams there in Montreal and Buffalo. Hopefully, we're at least like competitive, even though we didn't make the playoffs. So let's see. LA 17th, San Jose 18th still gets in. While I'm editing this, guys, I realized Arizona not only made the playoffs, but they won the Pacific Division with 90 points, and they were also an 89 overall team, so I feel like we got robbed. Edmonton, okay, so yeah, we were basically, well, we had 82, I thought we had 83, so we were a point shy of 20, which isn't too bad. I'm pretty happy with that. Obviously, Minnesota, they're 89 points and missing, kind of like Montreal this year. So did do better than quite a lot of teams there, to be honest. Vancouver actually finished last, 60 points. Rough season for them. And actually, who got first? I totally missed that. Like, when I'm worrying about my team, I'm just, like, going right past. Boston actually won the President's Trophy. Look at that. So the Bruins opposed to Boston College. That's okay. So we'll sim the rest of the regular season here. Also, we'll sim the AHL playoffs and see how that goes. I'm actually curious to see if maybe Matthew Boldy or any of the college alumni are actually growing here, playing in the AHL. So Boldy's still 73. The other guys probably wouldn't be growing. Brandstrom's a 74. He's obviously not an alumni, but he was a 71. York's still a 68. Knight's still 62. Okay, so none of like the top prospects are growing, but team's playing well. So right now, guys, we're going to sim the AHL playoffs, see how they do. So it looks like they're actually getting past the first round there. That's good. Second round now, they have the Rochester Americans. Even though Boston College, came up short. Like I said, we were a hopeful team. If we had everything go right, I think we make the playoffs. And we had a decent season, just unfortunately was not good enough. Looks like it's lagging behind there as it transferred over from month to month. And we got knocked out in the second round, unfortunately. And the lottery results are in, guys. Montreal there picking first overall. They're going to be getting Jack Hughes. Surprised to see Calgary there picking second. They were actually, only a few points out of a playoff spot, I believe. So they made a huge jump. We're picking 10th. So did Ottawa favor at least, rather than finishing last, giving Colorado the best odds. So I'll check all the awards now as well. I'll show you guys who won the Stanley Cup. It's a team that usually wins it, and I think is going to win it in real life. Tampa Bay Lightning there, of course. So we'll see. Maybe we get a player award. I'm not really sure. Actually should check the playoff tree first, see kind of what Tampa's road to the Cup looked like. So 7-game series there with Maple Leafs. Then they beat the Bruins in 6, swept the Lightning. Swept the Blue Jackets. I could see that happening in real life. And then they actually beat the Dallas Stars there in 5. So Dallas making a run all the way to the Stanley Cup final. That'd be pretty impressive, honestly. They were a team that was like 50-50. They can make the playoffs even this year. So Tampa Bay, Stanley Cup, Boston Presidents, all the team awards. Obi there did get the Art Ross. So that means he didn't split with Tavares. So must go to goals next, I assume, or I'm not sure what the tiebreaker is. He also got the Hart there. Seth Jones there with the James Norris. Phil Kessel, Lady Bing. Peterson, of course, with the Calder. Kucherov, Conn Smythe. Varlamov with the Vezina. You don't really see that much. He also got the William Jennings. Not sure how Colorado's defense was so good all of a sudden. Petrie, Bill Masterson. That was one we might have won. Taze Selke, Ovechkin, Ted Lindsay, Ovechkin, Maurice Richard. So AHL, let's check this really quick. Our team was good. Did we win the division? We did not win the division. And player awards, Farabee had one, Talbot, O'Reilly, White Cloud, Corby Salo. Not a single award there for the Boston College alumni, whether they're in the NHL team or the AHL team. But still, at least they finished 500, didn't go negative, which I think the last couple alumni teams have done, so that is something. I feel like the best alumni teams are definitely all the CHL teams. Have had just kind of more guys go through it, where colleges, it seems like the talent's a lot more spread out. It's harder to make those absolutely stacked teams, but hopefully you guys enjoyed this video either way. If you did, leave that thumbs up. Like I said, 500 likes, I'll have Boston University's video out tomorrow for you, so hopefully we can get that done. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Have a nice day. Goodbye.